Okay, it says we're live. Hopefully that is correct. Yay. Excellent. Yes. So today is Monday. Happy Monday. I've gone ahead and I've put the poll up for today. I do have the picture, but I haven't pulled that up. So let me do that. For the picture poll for today. Share screen, window, picture. Make it slightly smaller. Okay, so we have our pick a character, and I've gone for 4 options today. I've gone for young girl, young boy, young girl disguised as boy, or young boy disguised as girl. So take your pick as to what kind of character you might choose. This could be for a children's book. This could be for a YA. This could be your chosen one. Whatever it is, it could be a sidekick, could be an adopted child for whatever character that you are creating. But anyway, so pick a child. If there were more options, might be like old man disguised as child, or you know, wizard under a rejuvenation spell gone wrong type thing. But again, up to you. So Tessa says, hello everyone. You're way behind on your writing prompts for the day. There's an activity today, which is free milkshakes. So you're going to be missing for a while so you can get your milkshake. Very, very reasonable. Yes, I approve. Monique says, hey everyone. Thog says, hi. Monique is working on character aesthetics to post on social media. Does that mean you are creating a sort of like a mini Pinterest board, I guess? Monique says, I'm also working on chapter 25 of my novel again, as I wanted to add an extra scene that takes place on Christmas. Christmas scene ties up a subplot, and then we'll also add some future stuff. Nice. Foreshadowing. Love it. I did a little bit of work today. My journal is getting dirtier. So that's one thing, is if you buy one of these notebooks from Archer and Olive, that is the sort of like canvas, you get dust all over it, and like it picks up and keeps stuff real well. Anyway, so I finished another book last night, and so I did a little bit of work this morning, sort of catching up with the books and things that I have started but have not yet finished. So I think I added, an entry was already there, so I added 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I added 12 entries, most of which I have not finished yet. One of them is an audiobook that I'm listening to. Several of the others I have started, but like I'm reading a little bit at a time. It's just been kind of chaotic. So I added 12 entries to my journal, to my reading journal specifically. And so I decided with June, I was going to go with the World in Stickers sticker pack. World in Bottles, not World in Stickers. These stickers set that I had gotten that had some just fun little things. So since I didn't have another month kind of planned out for specifically for those in my regular journal, I decided to use them for my reading journal. So I still have to go back and look up like copyright dates and all that kind of stuff for some of the ones that I am closer to finishing. But yeah, so I added the pages. I have not gone back through and like checked off the like filled in the other pages, the counting the 52 book club challenge. Have not updated that yet. I haven't updated my cover colors rainbow pages. I haven't done anything other than add the pages in. Although I think I'm going to have to, at some point soon, create additional bingo pages, because I'm almost done, I think, with some of the like romance trope bingo. Should be able to finish quite soon. The genre bingo might take me a little bit more longer, but and I'm definitely not done with the domestic challenge, because I tend to read stuff that is not necessarily from the US. So there you go. Anyway, so I worked a little bit on that this morning. Got at least the pages up to date in terms of like things that I don't want to forget that I have started reading. So some of them I might not finish. Some of them I know like they're on hiatus at the moment, in terms of like translations. And I'm not that good at translating myself, so I'm gonna have to wait for a while until I get some more translated chapters. But yeah, so that's what I did this morning, was updated my reading journal, which has been sorely neglected this past month. So let's see. Fog is nearly done with that fight scene. Ah, yes, the one that you deleted like 1,200 words for. So now it's only down to minus 740 words. Gotcha. Diane says hello, just getting started for the day. Excellent. Good time to start is whenever you're ready. So Thog says, and I need to clean up my vinegar vat. You keep a sun tea jar that you put beer and other booze into, and it turns into vinegar that you can use for food or cleaning. Nice. Stacy says, I'm trying Tostia away. Monster went to camp and last night called us, and it took us an hour to calm her down and go to bed, and then you couldn't sleep. Hearing her cry really hurt. Oh no. Oh, okay. I think you're trying to stay awake. Maybe that was it. But that's, yeah. I'm trying to think if any of my nephews have spent the night away yet. I think that whenever they have gone to spend the night, it's always been with like cousins, and all the adults are still there, because I think there may be a camp this year for the oldest, but I think my brother is going along as a chaperone, so I don't think they have been away yet. So Diane is doing morning pages. Excellent. Yes. CB says, just popping in to leave a like. Thank you very much. You're on a train back from London just now with your aunt. You'll be around on Wednesday this week so that you can recover from the trip. Yes, please give yourself some time. Starlight Express was awesome. Good. So is Sister Act. Excellent. I love Sister Act, the movie, so the soundtrack is also amazing. Regina says to Stacy, oh, that's hard, but in a day or two she'll have friends and we'll have a great time. You're a good mom. Yeah. Becca says, hello. Welcome. Regina is also excited to see Becca. Yes. I'm trying to think. I don't think we ever did like camp per se. Like we did day camps. But I don't know that we ever did spend the night camps. Mostly because there weren't Girl Scout troops around. I'm trying to think. I think my brother did some that were related to sort of like ROTC things, but that was when he was older. Or like somehow state competition level something or other for academics, and it was like really far down in the state. So they spent the night, I think, but I don't remember if that's right. But mostly just because they were expensive. And so we would go to like the day camp and then we would come home. And so we would have like a snack or a lunch or something at the camp, and then we'd come home and have normal food. And but like I know my mom has done camps because she was a Girl Scout, and then she became a sort of like Girl Scout troop leader type situation, and then she became so but that was before she had us. That was before she met my dad, before she went off to and I don't know why we never really did, other than like there weren't any around, and then like finances were always a question because they can be very expensive. So, but hopefully she will enjoy the camp and make some friends, as Regina said. So Monique says, I recently watched 10 Things I Hate About You, and I really love the movie. Nice. Becca says, Regina. Yes. I'm trying to think of any of the other what's the bridesmaids dress one? The 27 bridesmaids dresses? 27 dresses? Something like that. I remember watching that and thinking it was fun. But I also like really like the like silly, ridiculous premises of things. Like if I don't know if any of y'all have ever seen Mr. Right, I think is the name of it. It has Mr., not my. It has Anna Kendrick. Yes, Anna Kendrick. Anyway, let's see if I can. So it's quite fun. It's a shoot 'em up movie in a lot of ways. So the premise is that she's a little wonky in the head, and he is also a little wonky in the head and is a hitman for hire, but then he turns around and he kills the person who hired him because killing people is wrong. So, and then they meet and fall in love, and they're just wacky together. So full of laughter, but also full of gratuitous American fight scenes. you know how they go. But it was quite funny. But I just love the premise of it is just like so off the wall. Megan says, hello, just getting your morning started. It's been a slow day. It's been a very slow morning. And I, like, granted, I'm much more of a night owl, so I generally don't tend to get up at the crack of dawn. But yeah, it's been sort of like a slow start to the day. That is for sure. So I'm right there with y'all. I had whatever leftovers were I was like, oh, leftovers. Okay. Brunch. Because we're not doing both breakfast and lunch. We're just doing, it was really just lunch. But anyway. All right, y'all. Again, don't forget to pick a character in the poll for whichever character you want, whether it is your main character, a side character, a found family character, whatever. And I'm going to go ahead and get my manuscript open. I hope. Anyway, so yes, we do need a card also. I can't. My brain, I did not have coffee this morning because my digestive system has not been nice. And so I decided to be a little more kind to it, and so not giving it all of the caffeine, which also may be why it feels like a slow morning. Anyway, today we have an absolute cutie patootie for our critter for the day. We have our little adorable skunk sitting on some sort of Aster or Black-Eyed Susan. Know your worth. I just think it's so cute. Anyway, also has a masquerade ball mask on. So there's that too. Eventually I'll be able to find the right spot. It's not the snake. Here's the skunk. Okay, so here's our little friend again. Up close, and maybe I can get it to focus. No, there we go. That's better. Okay, so know your worth. What do you value? What do you believe in? Is your best, most authentic self on display? The skunk comes as a reminder that you can be proud of who you are and what you have accomplished. Know your worth. Not everyone will agree with you or share your values, but you can walk with your head high, knowing that when you express your integrity, others can feel your authenticity and be inspired by it. Be who you are, and if your reputation precedes you, that is good. You have much to be proud of, and the skunk wants you to be your best self and the true you. So there you go, our adorable little friend. Yay. Oh, good, Regina. So Stacy says to Regina, her troop leader messaged me this morning, and she seems to be doing much better this morning. Yay, you're keeping your fingers crossed. Excellent. I'm so glad. Ashley Emma is also here. Hello. Welcome. Welcome. Monique says the skunk looks like the one from Bambi. It looks very adorable, for sure. Monique pulled the 5 of Wands inverted. What was I? There we go. You would think. No, 5 of Swords. Okay. Let's see. You would think. Okay, so reversed or inverted can mean a short-lived victory. So like a false victory or temporary. But yeah, but it's generally it's the journey midpoint. And so if you feel like you're at the middle and you're like on a high, then it's gonna take it down, and then you can actually climb up out of the real hole rather than the one you think you're in and have already gotten over. So yeah. If you have not done so, and you, let's see if I can set this up to do right. If you, where is it? Here we go. If you have not done so, I highly recommend using the headings and things for navigation. So if you have these, you can use the headings, and then they create little bookmarks for your document. And so then you go to view and you make sure that the navigation pane is checked, and then this pops up, and then you can collapse these in here to navigate a little bit more easily. So highly recommend if you have not done so. But you can see I have an oops here that I have to go back and fix at some point. But anyway, that's a navigation trick that if you did not know it, you should be using because it's much easier to find what you want if you have a navigation pane with little bookmarks in it. Yeah. So there you go. Checked the guidebook. It fits the vibe that you have for the Christmas scene. Excellent. Good. Good, good. Yeah, most of my notes are from Tarot for Writers. So that document that I always reference as my cheat sheet, that's from Tarot for Writers. And I've just blanked on her name. Anyway, I know I have recommended it before, but I think during this first sprint, Stacy is going to sit in your glider and catch a quick nap. See if that helps. Yes. Yes. Putting the past in the review, letting go of resentments, etc. Yes, that can also be true. Did I look up the wands instead of the swords? I don't remember. Nope, I looked at the swords. Okay. You use headings in Notion as well for organization. Yes. It's helpful. It's very helpful. All right, let's go ahead and do a sprint. I'm going to start us off with the 25 because I don't know that I can concentrate for a full 30 right out the gate today. So we're going to go with the 25. I may regret not doing like a 15, but we'll see. We'll see when we get there. All right. 1, save your document, especially if you have already been working. If not, now's a great time to pull up whatever you think you're going to be working on. Okay. 2 is make sure that you have something to hydrate with. Cheers. 3, make sure that if you need a shoulder roll, go for it. Make sure you're not slouching too much. And 4 is make sure that if you need a break, take a break. Here we go. 25 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, how was that? Did we get a good bit done? I got not as much as I would have liked. Again, slow, kind of slow start for Monday. Just feels like it's a struggle bus today, but it's okay. We're still gonna ride the bus. We're still gonna get somewhere. Got 699 words. Save. Save, save, save. And mark where I'm leaving off. How we doing? See, scroll back up. Savvy is here. Hello. Let's see. Oh, I did ask if anybody felt like they needed a cleaning sprint at the end of the session today. Just wanted the 5-minute cleaning timer. Ashley's like, yes, my room is a disaster. Diane says, sure, I have laundry needs folding. I have laundry that needs to be put away, but I don't know if I'll do that. Monique is having technical difficulties on Google Docs. I'm sorry. You downloaded your latest version as a docx file. Hopefully that fixes things, or at least gives you a backup to work with, right? Savvy says, hello. You haven't been here in forever, but you are back and ready to write. Figured you're going to get a few sprints here on the romance project before moving to working on your video script. You've been having a wild March through June. I was reading in the comments. Your older dog, Chewy, who's 10 years old, got diagnosed with cancer. Then your younger dog, Harlow, broke your rib on a walk. Ouchies. Then you had a stalker that you had to report to the police. Crazy. Then Chewy almost died, but Chewy was saved by hospitalization, and it turned out that the first cancer diagnosis was misdiagnosed, so they had to put him on a different form of chemo, and so you spent $7,000 on dog medical bills in the span of a week. Ouch. But also later said Chewy was doing better, so that's good. Megan says, oh no, Sappy, you've had a really rough go. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, that's a lot of things stacking up already. And then there was more. One of your best friend's marriages fell apart and she came to live with you until she found a new place. And then one of your other best friends had a miscarriage. And yeah, 2024 is apparently not being kind to you and your friends. So that has been the past 3 months of your life and why you got so behind on writing. It's very reasonable for you to get behind. That's absolutely, yeah. So you're finally back in a routine. Yay! Megan says, absolutely understandable, right? Yes. Monique says, glad to see you, Sammy. Yes, welcome back. Chewy is doing well on the new chemo, so you're less stressed than before, and you can finally stop hemorrhaging money, right? Yeah. Finally build some money back up. Missed the writing community. Yay. I'm glad that you're back. Yes, that is good. Yes. Monique is trying to integrate some character stuff into this transitional paragraph. You're basically writing the novel equivalent of a montage scene. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, those happen, and they're quite fun. Sorry, y'all. Again, I mentioned I did not have coffee today, so. Savvy says, I started reviewing Colleen Hoover books, so now you're working on a vlog called I Tried Writing Like Colleen Hoover to put out in July/August, so now you're working on a book inspired by Colleen. And Monique's like, just make sure it's clear it's a parody if you're going to do a parody. Savvy says, I enjoy novel montage scenes. You need to get better at those, though. You struggle with large passages of time. Yeah, it's hard because you want to include everything, but but yeah, sometimes the shrinking of time is necessary. He says, I will never, ever read a Colleen Hoover book. It's not going to be parody. You are going to publish it under your pen name and see how it sells, but you're not going to include any essay or DV scenes, though. Yeah, that's just a no for you. Yeah. Good. Good. It's a short montage, okay? Basically, Jane's doing all the Christmas stuff. The issue is you don't want it to feel like filler or read like a laundry list. Gotcha. Cool Gamer is here. Hello. Welcome. Welcome. Monique says, I'm listening to Christmas music to get in the mood for this chapter. Excellent. Good. Becca finally finished, or no, just, there's no word finally. Hello. Read. Becca finished editing your next vlog and uploaded it. Yay. Hoping to post it soon. Excellent. We shall have a new Becca vlog. Yay. Monique says, I now have 2 paragraphs. 2 paragraphs of montage. Regina has edited a couple of thousand words. I'm making progress. Nice. Thog was out of the room, so OMG Savvy. Hope things are less crazy now for a while. Right? Yes. Regina says, oh, Savvy, I feel you. My, quote, free senior rescue, quote, Chihuahua just had a physical and dental, lost 16 teeth, and you were lucky to only spend $3K. He's now your very expensive rescue. Yeah. Savvy says to Thog, thank you. It finally feels like it's calming down, but you don't want to jinx it, right? Knock on wood. Yeah. It's very nice when I can say that my desktop is actual real wood. So I can know that I'm knocking on real wood for that superstition. Savvy says to Regina, yep, senior dogs become expensive, but they're so sweet. Totally agree. It felt like finally I was being psychic. Gotcha. Diane says, I read a Colleen Hoover book out of curiosity. I guess I just don't get the hype. There are some authors that become popular, and the only way that I think I can describe it is that they are writing for an audience that is different from me. I read typically for escapism and entertainment. And there is a whole host of people that read for catharsis. And I feel like Colleen Hoover and like Jodi Picoult and some of the others who have gotten, they're very large names in the publishing industry. They write stories with catharsis in mind. So like their intention is to put their characters through absolute torture so that the reader who reads specifically for catharsis has a reason to express those emotions. I don't read for the catharsis at all. So those are not my favorite kind of books to read at all. I have a couple of books where like it feels like 2 books in one, because the first half of the book is just like all emotional torture. And then the second half is when the characters like stepped out and they're making their life better. If I'm going to reread it, I will literally only reread the second half. I'm like, I've already read the first part. Like I don't need to read it again. I want to have the happy. So I am not a cathartic reader in the terms of like releasing the traumatic emotions. That is not what I read for. But I feel like a lot of those authors that make it to the big time and then they get passed around, and it's kind of weird. Like oftentimes those authors are, I want to say they're popular with people who would define themselves as not really big readers. Like that's the stuff that they can get into. But I think that's because they don't read for escapism. So all the books that I would read because I want to escape, they're like, I don't see the point of this. What's the point? There's no point in this. And yet, when you hand them a Jodi Picoult or Colleen Hoover or whatever, they're like, "Oh, this is fantastic," you know. So I don't know. I think that's the difference for me is, and I think I have to look at it in that way because they're still just as valid of stories in terms of like they bring someone some sort of entertainment value, but I am not that market. So yeah. Monique says, do you guys have any advice on how I can improve this montage and add more character stuff? I think if you just want it to be sort of like a little blip of like these things are happening and time is passing. You could say over the next few days, over the next few weeks, Jane got busy with decorating, pulling out all of the holiday decorations, arranging things, wrapping presents, getting presents, planning the Christmas party, whatever. So it doesn't necessarily have to be super extensive. If you are involving the other characters, like she's madly texting Andy about not forgetting to bring, I don't know, homemade mac and cheese for the dinner party or something. But I don't necessarily know that it has to be a huge thing. Because again, you're trying to shorten things. That's what the montage is for. You're trying to collapse the timeline. If you are wanting it to be the two of them doing things together, then it could be over the next few days, Jane and Andy felt like they were in a blur of, I don't know, cinnamon and peppermint, like as they went around baking or what, so I don't think it needs to be super involved because again, you're trying to collapse that timeline in terms of making a montage. If that makes sense. Hopefully that made sense and sort of gives you a point, a direction. Thog says to Monique, hold on, let me think about that while I have something on the edge of my brain. Okay. Hopefully it will come through. Megan says, my senior dog just had a kidney stone and boy did it cost so much. Now she has pancreatitis too. Oh no. Pancreatitis? So expensive, but you love her so much. Thog says, as a suggestion, what about a little plot line, nothing serious, running through the montage? This is also a point, yes, because you don't want to forget what they're doing. So, Savvy says to Diane, you read Colleen Hoover to review on your channel, but I enjoy them in the same way that you enjoy low-budget 70s action movies. They're not well done, but they make you laugh. You just mostly can't look away from the insanity. Yeah, it's the same reason why you watch a train wreck, because you're horrified, but somehow it's fascinating. You just bought a new Jodi Picoult to read. Haven't read her in ages. I stopped reading her years ago because the story just stuck with you too long and not in a good way. Yeah. There's a couple that some past friends of mine have recommended, like Jodi Picoult, but also so like My Sister's Keeper was high on that friend's list of like things that she would recommend to others, and I just, there was also one what is I don't even remember the it'll come to me at some point, but it was just okay, so older British stories have this feeling of enduring, like the characters at the end of it, they're not happy, but they are just enduring their circumstances because that is what good people do. And a lot of the books that friend recommended to me had that feeling of like they did not make their circumstances better. In fact, the characters actively made their circumstances worse and chose to wallow in it because that was what they thought was best, because that was like what their life view was. And I need escapism. I don't want to wallow in the sorrow. So anyway, Colleen Hoover is your favorite author the same way Tommy Wiseau is your favorite director. Gotcha. Okay. Ashley has a question. How much do you think her publishers, this is Colleen Hoover's, publishers' marketing budget is to launch one of her books? Like over 100,000? It's probably a real solid chunk of change, that is for sure. I don't know how much it would be. I don't know. It'd be interesting if, I don't know if a company like Tor or Penguin or, whatever. I don't know if they have ever released numbers for like how much a marketing push sounds like. I don't know. Anyway, thought gets that from understands. Glad it makes sense. The entertainment is real, but the quality is not. Right? Yeah. Regina used to enjoy forensic detectives novels, but they all got too dark. It was as if they were trying to outgross each other. You had to stop watching Bones for the same reason. Yeah. I binge watched, mind you, Supernatural, and I got to the 5th season. And I was like, I think I've had enough darkness now. And then I just stopped. I just stopped because I'd had enough. And the same thing happens to me when I read some of the Nora Roberts pseudonym J.D. Robb. I can only read so many in a row because I do like the stories, but I can only read so many in a row before I have to take a break and go read a different genre because it's just some of the stuff is dark. So the focus for the montage is more on Jane with her family, but you get the idea. Okay, good. Not to be too maudlin, but I found a list of Jodi Picoult books in your sister's purse when she passed suddenly. I came across it the other day and decided to give it another try. Gotcha. I mean, hey, if it feels like it's bringing you closer to your sister again, that is also fine. You used to like Bones, but you feel you on the drama being too much. Yeah. I think a lot of times the first 3 seasons are usually the best seasons of something, and then once it starts to become long running, then it becomes a little bit more of a caricature of itself, if that makes sense. Anyway, let's do another sprint. We've been talking for a while, and I need us to do another sprint so that we can get more. All right, I'm going to pull up. I should probably show this again. So the picture poll for today is pick a character. Again, this could be your main character, this could be your chosen one, this could be a side character, whatever, but pick a character. Young girl, young boy, young girl disguised as boy, young boy disguised as girl. Those are your options for today. So make sure you take a vote. And then we will go ahead and get started on the next sprinty sprint. Don't forget, the second sprint is the self-promo sprint, so make sure that if you have something you want to promote that is writing adjacent, please take the time to do so during the sprint. 1, save your document. 2, make sure that you take a sip of whatever it is you're hydrating with. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine or roll your shoulders back for that posture check. And 4, make sure that if you need a break, take a break. Here we go. 30 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. How we doing? How are we doing? Got a typo that I need to fix. That was a better sprint in terms of numbers, words, word numbers. Finished one scene. I'm on to the second scene. Okay. Did break 1,000 there. Okay. How are we doing? Did we do good? Also, don't forget to do your self-promo. I'll save. Let's see. Monique posted your character aesthetic on Instagram with the handle Miss Ocampo Writes. Paget says, hey y'all. Hello. Welcome. I think I've got... thought maybe I had a line of dead pixels, which would be very sad because this is the new monitor. It's like, Anyway, Regina has edited 8,000 words, so now you need to rest your eyes. Yes, anytime you edit that many words, your eyeballs begin to feel like they're a little jittery, at least for me, anyway. So thanks for the stream. You're welcome. Thomas A. Hunt, hello. Hey, y'all. Just got home from work, or well, from deep cleaning the classroom. You're going to go back tomorrow to paint it. New coat of paint or new color of paint? Savvy says, a good sprint to get me back in the habit. 1,148 words of a restaurant romance. Nice. You just started this new draft today. You're aiming for this book to be roughly 30,000 words or so probably a novella. Excellent. Becca got a lot done. You've made a doctor's appointment, applied for a job, and now starting to post the TikToks for the day. Excellent. Yay. Savvy says, self-promo. I released a Colleen Hoover book review about a week ago, and you have another one coming out this Friday. Excellent. And also, Savvy has a YouTube channel that you should check out. Thog says, hi, I'm Thog, and I have nothing to promote other than your wonderful self. Diane says, you're on week 4 of The Artist's Way and is resonating in a big way. The gist of it is the urge to declutter is a good thing. Yes. Monique says, wrote up the Christmas scene. It was 729 words. Excellent. Good. Laura is here. Hello. How are you? How are you doing? Also, I'm loving the new timers that you're putting up. They're beautiful. You've got to clean more after painting. Gotcha. Monique says, feeling very good that you're adding some adorable Christmas stuff, but the plot still shows up because Jane feels weirded out, happy in spite of the strange circumstances. Excellent. Diane says, Laura. Yes. All right. You took the timer pictures yourself. Nice. You're a fantastic photographer then. And ooh, the classroom is going to be a new color. It's going to be denim blue. Nice. Excellent. Okay. We need another maybe short sprint and then the cleaning sprint, or do we just want to do one longer cleaning or writing sprint? Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. Let's see. Videos. I think short sprint because I feel like my brain is slowly melting and I don't know how much good it's going to be. Okay, let's do a 15. Let's go to the way back. And I think this one might have an error in it. I don't know. I don't remember. But anyway. Okay, let's do a 15-minute sprint, and then we will do a 5-minute cleanup sprint. So that's how we're going to end up today, because my brain feels like it's melting. All right, so 1, save your document. 2, make sure that you have marked where you're leaving off. 2 is to take a sip of whatever it is we're hydrating with. Cheers. Tessa is back from having a chocolate milkshake. Nice. 3, straighten your spine or roll your shoulders back for that posture check. Make sure you're not slouching too much. And 4 is make sure that if you need a break, take a break. Here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. How was that? Did we get a little bit more done? Do we feel better about it? Okay, 544. Not too bad. Savvy was going to miss that sprint to go work on video scripting, but you're glad to be back and the sprints in general. Excellent. Becca is still uploading TikToks. Thog says, still at the minus 740 mark, but you did do some editing and stuff. Good. Good, good. Let me pull up the 5-minute timer, but also let me go ahead and end our poll for the question of young girl, young boy, young girl disguised as boy, young boy disguised as girl. We have an answer at 47%. The young girl has won as our character. The young boy had 26%, and young girl disguised as boy also had 26%. So there you go. That is your poll for today. Wednesday. This is Wednesdays. I don't know if I should describe this as swamp witch versus forest witch. Maybe. Or maybe, yeah, I don't know. Either swamp or bayou versus forest. I don't know. We shall see. I'll figure it out once I make the poll. It'll be official as to what the names are. But yeah, so we do need a small cleaning sprint or 5-minute writing sprint. Up to you. I think I will use mine to kind of pick up a little bit, and then I might do another paragraph or two. But for right now, I'll start with picking up. Tessa says, finally finished the flash fiction piece that I wrote. Now I just have to set it up for a blog post, which does take some time. Yes. Yes, yes. Okay. Let's do this. 1, save your document and your outline and your word tracker and all the good stuff. 2, go ahead and take a sip. Cheers. 3, make sure that you roll your shoulders back for that posture check. And 4, make sure that if you need a break, take a break. Here we go. 5 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. Need to add another word. I cleaned up most of my desk. I've got a couple things, a couple of chip clips that need to go back to the kitchen. But otherwise, I put away. I got a new pack of just the black Inkjoy, the thick barrel ones that I like. They were on sale and were less than $1 each when they're normally way more than that. So I got a pack of 10 so that I have more of the pens I like, even though I definitely didn't need them. So I put those away, put away some of the other like paper binder clips. That's what they're called, binder clips. Put away those, that kind of stuff. And then wrote like 2 more paragraphs. Small paragraphs. Elizabeth popped in and said hello. Excellent. Thank you very much. Dog says, don't forget to goop the thumb. It helps the algorithm. It does. It does indeed. Thank you very much. Becca finished all your TikToks. Yay! Excellent. Excellent. That's me with, yeah, exactly. I mean, I have, so again, I know I've shared this before. I have this is my colorful Inkjoys with the big barrels. I have other Inkjoys, but these are my colorful ones. And I still have not made a spot with them because I still haven't made the decision to declutter other ones. So Elizabeth says, yay, way to go to Becca for finishing all the TikToks. Yay. Excellent. Thank you very much, y'all. I needed both the company, I needed the company, I needed the accountability, I needed also the grace for having a slow Monday. So thank you for joining me. And don't forget to save all of your work before you go, and before you go off to naps, caffeine, food, whatever it is you're heading off to next. More work. Thank you very much. I will see y'all soon. Don't forget to save, sip, stretch, all the things, and have fun. Bye.